Bonjour, Chef Pascal. Today we're going to do a merguez sausage, which is a nice spicy sausage. Originated in Africa. There is different recipes from Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, but mainly there is no pork in this recipe. Today I'm making one of the recipes that has the same amount of beef and lamb. So I'm using 500 grams of beef and 500 grams of lamb. I'm also using salt. For this recipe you don't need nitrate or nitrate, just sea salt about 18 grams, chili powder about 22 grams. I have here white pepper, 2 grams, a little bit of cayenne. Like I said, it's a spicy sausage. The cayenne is about 3 grams. And here we got fresh garlic, 6 grams, and some cumin, about 4 grams. So first of all, I'm going to process the meat to the grinder. So turn this on. Okay, this is done. Now the beef is beef chuck, just lean, and the lamb is lamb shoulder and also a piece of the belly. You want to keep the fat from the lamb in with the lamb. Okay, so everything is grounded into a small to medium size die, about 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna mix this together. Make sure that both the meat are well mixed. I'm using my bare hand because using the gloves, all the spice will stick to the gloves. You know, it's not something I like to do too much. Okay, there is a lot of spice here, but first I will always start with the salt. The salt's gonna give you the good bind to the mix. So make sure you mix this very well with your hands. Small quantity you can do with your hands, no problem, but if I had a little bit more to use, I would use a mixer. It'll be a lot easier and a lot quicker. Okay, now you have lots of spice, and this amount of spice is very dry. So a tip to help you mixing better is to add a little bit of water to your mix. It dilutes your spices and it'll be more easier to distribute them into the mix. So I have the cumin, the cayenne, the chili powder. Chili powder is kind of a thick paste, so you have to dilute it. This was, it'll help the mixture to be more flavorful and evenly mixed. Okay, mix this with a little whisk. See how they become pasty, and otherwise it's too hard to mix it. So mix it well and put it all over your meat. Scrape all of it. I'm gonna start mixing with the spatula and probably finish with my hand towards the end. Okay, mix this very well and try to keep, as usual, your meat nice and cold. So the meat was previously in the fridge for about a time, and you want to make a good mix, and the trick again is to make sure that the meat stick to your hands when you flip the hand upside down, which I'll show you in a minute. So work it. And the good thing about mixing with your hand, you can't over mix it. You know, it's with a machine you can always mix it too much, and you have the fat that's melting prior to cook the sausage. So you know when you have it mixed properly, it'll stick to your hands this way. A little bit more, and then I'm going to let it rest, and then put it into casing. The casing I'm using for that particular sausage is sheep casing, and the side I'm using is 20 to 22 millimeter. I previously put them on my tube that I keep it in warm water. You don't want the casing to dry out too quick, and now I'm gonna fill this up. But again, you want to make sure that you don't have air and your container is as cold as possible, and pack it in very tight. See how that's nice and sticky, which is nice this way. Okay, so make sure you push it through, and the casing I like to fill my casing to the tube. It gives me some more time to work later, and I keep it in the water like this. You know, you don't want it to dry out, otherwise it's not going to come out very well from the tube. So, putting this through the nut here, put it in, make sure it's in the right position. Straight. There we go. Set them up, and here. And I'm gonna ask Chef Roger to assist me because I don't have a clamp today to hold my sausage press together, but it's okay. So now, make sure you get.
Let me help you, Chef.
Thank you. You want to turn this slowly? We're gonna bring the machine down. You can go. And there we go. So I'm waiting for that to come out, and there's no knot in the beginning. If you do a knot earlier, you're gonna have air in your casing. So you can go, Chef. Go down again. And we're gonna make length approximately 5 inches in length, and then we'll twist them to separate them. You want to keep this as wet as possible. You know, it's coming. All right. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, you can go, Chef. Keep a steady pressure. Go ahead. So it comes out very nicely. You know, if your casing are dry, that's going to be a problem. So I like to help a little bit. Go ahead, a little more steady, Chef. And you don't want to move your casing too fast. You try to have a good speed on both the casing and the meat coming in together. You don't want them too tight into the casing either. Too tight will explode when you cook them. So everything's coming out good. There's a little bit of air in there, but it's no big deal. We're going to take care of that later on. All right. Okay. All right. This is good for now. So I'm gonna. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome, Chef Pascal. Always a pleasure.
Cut this off a little bit, and I'll show you how to make the link. The link, about, like I said before, 5 inches or so. Pinch, twist one way, pinch, twist the other way. And again, pinch, twist towards me, pinch away from me. If you do them both in the same manner, they will untwist afterwards. And now you have your little merguez or spicy sausage. If you have a little bit of air bubble, you can use a tip of the knife or a pricker or a needle or something very fine to remove them, which Chef has one here somewhere. And a little cork to protect my needle. And now those sausages are very good grilled, very nice, very spicy. And I would also suggest that you let them sit in the fridge overnight for the flavor to blend more together. So you have a nice little sausage, good for barbecue, a picnic, or anything like this. It's excellent. One of my favorite sausages. Thank you.